It took us 6 months, took us $1 million. It took us more than a dozen people just to put together a functioning e-commerce website. There was a struggle. Back then when you wanted to launch a company, particularly if you wanted to launch an e-commerce company, you couldn't just go up and dial up an Amazon instance in the cloud. If you wanted to take payments, you couldn't just get PayPal or Stripe or Square. If you wanted to get security, you couldn't just download a security package. You had to build everything yourself. So you couldn't do it over a weekend. It took us 6 months, took us $1 million. It took us more than a dozen people just to put together a functioning e-commerce website. And even then, we were barely scraping by. Our offices were in this old bank building with dirty green carpets and the old safe built into one of the walls in the corner. We couldn't afford furniture, so we had to bring in things from home. We had beach chairs. We had old folding tables. And I remember once my wife came to meet me for lunch or something, and we were talking, and her eyes kind of went over my shoulder, and she goes, "Is that our dining room table?" So, you did what you had to do to bring these things in. But it was a really fun time because everything that we had to do had to be invented. There was no path to follow. No one was renting DVDs by mail over the internet. So everything we did, we had to figure out. And that is the essence of what I believe being an entrepreneur is doing something that hasn't been done before. It's getting to come to work and sit around that table with really smart people solving these really interesting problems. And that's what we got to come to work to do every day.